Okay, I'm ready.
Can you see my screen?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So my name is Faith Warner, and I go to ASCTE, Alabama School of Cyber Technology and Engineering. I'm in 10th grade, and I live in Madison, Alabama. The app that I created was SiteMuse. So SiteMuse is programmed in Android Studios, in which has Kotlin and Java. And this app allows users to create their own musical pieces from selecting a piano key that will change the right pitch of sound so that the note that they choose, it will correlate to the measure that they pick. So I can explain it further. So this you can choose any note on the piano, and it'll click. You can click this note or this note, and then choose any note on the piano, and it'll correlate to the measure that you choose. So SiteMuse is here to demonstrate to challenge your music knowledge and obtain writing assistance in music and digitally. So this will allow the user to create their own music, and this can be obtained by adding custom features. So this is one of my pages. This is my landing page, and this consists of my logo, and that fades into the main feature. This is my main feature page that I've used, and this is where you can use the piano to correlate to the measure. And my navigation slide is wireframed at the moment, but this is my navigation slide, which can consist of if you need any help or anything. So I've researched two different apps. So I've researched Path, and it has many features that are similar to my app. My original idea was to take a note and drag it into the measure, and I should expand on that idea. So I chose an app that was kind of similar to Piano Pro, and Piano Pro is really much similar to my app, but I wanted to add other features if I had extra time to improve my app. I can play the video. So that's an example of Notation Pad, and this is an example of Piano Pro. I'm sorry. Okay, so I can show you my demo. Um, Currently, I have not yet completed the all of the sounds for my app, but I can go through each one of the coded coded sheets. So this right here allows the piano to play. This is all the code that I wrote for the piano. So these an example for this is when you touch the piano key, it'll just fade, and then an example down here is when you touch the piano key, it'll actually play a sound. This is the wireframe for the piano. So this is what it looks like. Here's a measure. There's three measures right here, and it'll the when you press on the piano keys, it'll correlate to the measure. I also have a colors activity where this correlates to all the colors that I've used for each one. And my main activity also has my logo, and I can run an example of it. So this is the example of the app. Currently, is not able to play music, and yeah, like sometimes it'll play music and then it'll just kind of shut down. So I think if I improve the mode for the piano, it'll definitely help. Okay. So this is just an example of the code that was a little bit complex for me. This was the code used to link each page together, and I had a really hard time for linking pages together, and it also involves animation. So this lower part right here involves animation, and this part up here involves linking the pages together. So overall, I really enjoyed designing an app. I think it was really cool, and I would definitely love to do this in the future. And with enough time, I can add other features to the app that I wanted to add. So I originally named it SiteMuse because I wanted to add like a sight reading feature towards the app. So musicians could use the app to sight read according to their instrument, which would be really cool. So I feel like I could add that as well. Along with that, I could also add a drag and drop feature that would allow you to not only correlate the piano to the measure, but also allow you to drag and drop the notes itself. That's my presentation.
Yeah, awesome. Good job, Faith.
Great job. Nice.
Yeah, really good job.
How did you decide on using Kotlin?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, no worries. I said, how did you decide on using Kotlin or just Android in general?
Oh, okay. I did at first. I decided on using Java, but I realized I didn't really know a lot about Java. So some of the code that I had already written in in Java, I transferred it over to Kotlin. So majority of it is actually Kotlin, but yeah. They have like a little like converter feature on Android Studios that allows you to like change it from one to the other.
How long were you in development? How long did it take you to build your MVP?
Okay, so I started this app around are you talking about how long did it take me to build the app?
Yeah, from the idea to actually building it. You said you started in Java, then you switched over to Kotlin. So there you freed up some time there. But how long did it take to to build what you have here?
I started around the second week of July, I'm pretty sure. But I started out in creating a wireframe, and then I decided to change my idea, and then I started coding in Java, and then I had to recode it in Kotlin. So it was really just kind of trial and error. But I started around, I guess you could technically say I started around like the I want to say the beginning of the third week of July to actually start coding in Kotlin.
That's good, and you were learning Kotlin at the same time you were coding it. So you're learning and coding both at the same time. That's impressive. That's not a short time. What were like some of the challenges that you ran into?
Definitely coding in Java at first. With Kotlin, I think the challenges I ran into were really just creating the design concept of it. So there was like a XML file, and then there was like a actual Kotlin file, and I had to make the design for the XML file, and for some reason I think that was the hardest part for me. But creating the piano was also a really hard part to do.
Okay. What was easy? What came natural and easy to you as part of the process?
I think the animations were easy. They're very cool. So I really enjoyed that.
Who do you see using an app like this?
Who would I see using an app like this? I would be people who just want to be musicians or anyone who's just feeling inspired to create music. I think that'd be really cool. Or somebody who just wanted to learn, because if I had extra time, I would add helpful tips for people who needed help in actually creating their own music, So I think that would be a good opportunity for those people.
Question about the user interface. What made you go with the piano that you wanted to do instead of any other instrument, or also with that included the vertical landscape with it?
I researched about the piano. I had downloaded Piano Pro and I was looking through it and I was like, this looks really cool. And I thought I could actually add two different instruments. So instead of just like piano, it could be like a guitar string or something like Garage. I want to say I can't think of the name of it, but it was yeah. But I was researching about this and I thought it was really cool to do the piano. And this is just having it vertical this way, horizontal this way. It kind of helps for the user to drag or have extra measures for them.
Mm-hmm.
And you said at one point it sounds, and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, is that a bug in the application?
I think it might be a little bug with my computer itself because sometimes I have to restart it and then it just works perfectly fine, and then other times I have to I had to re-download the app about like twice, the Android Studios application. So I think it's really just it might be Android Studios itself, or I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, you made it like the cache that's on Android Studio. It may be some old stuff just lingering around.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
You're impressive, and you're in high school. You built this, right?
Yes. Yes. I just started 10th grade.
Yeah. This is.
That's very impressive.
She actually has a web app version of this too. Python.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
What's your music background? Do you have a music background, or you just like figure out all this stuff out together?
I've been playing the piano for about 7 years, I want to say, and I've been playing the flute for about 5 years and the piccolo for about 2 years.
Okay.
So,
Good. Yeah, this is very, very impressive. Like, amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Really nice.
Is there any more questions from the judges?
None here.